Well, greetings, everybody. It is Tuesday, April the 21st, and it's about 6 o'clock. So let's get trading. Let's bring that chart up and see what's happening. The market just opened, so there's only, we're in the first minute, so it's not like it's going to run away on us, right? But yeah, so how are you guys doing today? It's a beautiful day down here in the Dominican Republic, the lovely Dominican Republic, Santiago to be exact. And yeah, I was going to get out today and get some things done, but I decided, you know what, I'm staying in. Got a couple of things I can run down tomorrow to take care of a couple of items, errands, and but yeah. So last night we ended positive again, and so that's positive after well, not so positive on Wednesday, but then positive earlier in the weekend, the week before that, and the week before that, and that is what matters. To be positive consistently. You don't have to blow the doors off, just keep being positive, and if you'll do that, and if you're diligent, if you're patient, you'll slowly increase your trade values, and you'll walk yourself right into a pretty good number, I believe. So that's what we are attempting to do here. I don't make any bones about it. I don't fake about it. I just tell you like it is, and that's what I'm doing here. So we are trading again on Tuesday afternoon. Now, when the market opens, I'm going to just let you know that nothing generally happens. It takes at least 5 minutes for a trade to set up, and right now we're not even close. So just to let you know, we're still trading the same pattern. Let's see if we see one back here. I haven't looked at anything. There's a run, reversal, continuation. That's what we're looking for. This one will fake you out, but hey, check it out. Run, reversal, continuation, and then what are we looking at? We're down here, of course. We want to be below the 50-yard line, but it's on the zero line. We don't trade on the zero line. All these little things that help us out, these things that we learn along the way that help us to make better decisions. We have a run here, a reversal, okay, and a continuation at the zero line. You see that? We don't actually enter until down here, and by that time you're a little past the zero line. Whether or not you take that one, I don't think so. I would not have, because we are deep into support, so I wouldn't take that. But you can just go right back and see it happens over and over again. When you get a run, there's a run, a reversal, a continuation, and the market runs on up. Okay, and when you're at this point, look again, you're above the 50-yard line, right? Let's get over here, above the 50-yard line, but you still haven't hit resistance yet, and you have pulled up off of the zero line. So those are just some of the things that we use to help us and to guide us to make good decisions when it comes to trading this little momentum trade that we discovered last year sometime. So we're going to continue with it because it helps us to be. I've been profitable with it, if I'm being just honest with you. So, right. So nothing's set up yet. I'm going to back off here and let the market do its thing, and then I'll hop right back in when something interesting happens. Okay, so we might have an opportunity here. We got about 30 some odd seconds left on this candle here. Looks like a one and done, and we do have room before we hit resistance up here. Let me just turn that down, and we are above the 50-yard line. The MACD is open. That's good. And so if we can just get a close above this green line, I'll place it here right at the top of the reversal, and then maybe we can do a little damage. We got like 10 seconds left now, and so we're going to get ready for a buy if we can get one. Looks like it's pulling back on us, and we got 3, 2, 1, and nothing's going to happen. It turned around, and so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to consider putting consider making this a top for us. You know how on last night I had to put that red line there? I did it like this. I hit the tools button at the top, looks like a little pencil, come down, and I grab the horizontal line, and you can make these whatever color you want, and I would put it right here at the very top of where this long candle closed. So yeah, that might be a top for us. Hope not, because we just got started. That means we might be running really tight tonight, and but of course the market has been really tight, so it is what it is. But and it's been that way for coming up on 4 or 5 weeks now, since the end of March. So yeah, it's been really tight, and so we'll just have to see. But it's pushing up, and if it goes up there, I'm going to take it. I don't feel like it's the best opportunity in the world, but because it came up there and rejected already, Here we go. Let's see if it rejects it again. We just, we're only like 50 something seconds left in this candle. If it rejects it here, then I'm going to have to call that a top, because yeah, it's just, how many times you need to get told no, right? They tell you no once, that ought to be enough, but it came up, on 3 other candles, and I don't think I want to take this. I really don't. I want to take it because I want to get a trade in early, but we can't take what the market isn't giving us. We got about 20 seconds left here on this candle. We'll just give it a little time and let it, do its thing. I'm a little antsy though because it keeps dropping below that red line. 4, 3, 2, and here's 1 and nothing. So yeah, we're not going anywhere here. Okay, so it pulled up. We pulled up and we turned around here with these two. It pulled up here, pulled back. It ended here, this white candle. It pulled up again and rejected. That's twice. Ran down, came up 3 times, dropped down 4 times, and closed down. Dropped down here, went up 5 times, 6 times. I can't take that. I just can't take that. And so we do have the reversal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did read something like last week or so. It said that 5 candles is as far as you want to go when you're doing a momentum trade because you've lost momentum. I thought it was 6, but I could be wrong, right? I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to follow instructions here, but I'm not taking this. So don't know if you took it or not, but yeah, so I'm not taking this trade. Let's see how it works out though. We're at 0 now, and so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. Yeah, don't take that. Man, it's calling me. But a top is a top, right? And here's the thing about tops. Let me move this over, pull it in a little bit so you can get it in the middle of the screen. There we go. Here's the thing about tops. Okay, it can exceed this, but then it tends to go up a little bit and then come right back down if it is a top, right? And the night is young. We're like 5, 10, 11, 12 minutes into the night. So I'm feeling like I've got time to make a better decision. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't have to take a trade just because something pops up and looks at you. Oh, 25 ticks. Oh my goodness, 25 ticks on that candle. That's horrible. I hate that. I really do hate that. You know why? Because when that happens, I'm sorry, guys. I got to do it. I'm going to move this. I'm going to come up here, grab my 2s, grab region highlight on the y-axis, and we're going to do this. Man, I hate to see that so early in the evening. We didn't even get a chance to get a trade in. Right there. It's right at 25 ticks. Yeah, that's discouraging to see that happen so early in the night, But it is what it is. You can't fight it. All that you can do when you're trading is to take what the market gives you. You can't make it do anything. You can't wish it into place or into a certain position. You take what it gives you, and when it tells you no, you have to adhere to it. And like I said, it can come up here and exceed because, well, let's see. I was saying the top was here. I think I was saying it was here. Yeah, because it was the top of these two and the top of this candle. So it can exceed this. But then if this is really a wobble, it's going to come up and then come back down. And if you were taking a trade, you would have entered right about here. So you'd be winning this trade right now. But I didn't take it. So and I'm going to stick to my guns because when I see stuff like that, yeah, I just have to do what I have to do. So I'll leave it there, and let's just see where it goes for the next minute or two. We got 40-something seconds left on this candle. And if you're wondering how I know how many seconds, look over here on the right little corner there. You see we're at 32 seconds, 31, and that's my bar counter. It counts down from 60 seconds. Each one of these candles is a 1-minute bar, so every 60 seconds, this little clock over here starts over. So it allows me to know when a candle is going to end, right? And so if I were going to enter this trade right here when it was getting to 3, 2, 1, 0, I would then click like that till on the little red and green buttons over here on the upper right. I would click to enter the trade and to make a sell right? And so it just did exceed it. So if you took that trade, you're in pretty good shape. And maybe I was wrong. I've been wrong before, and I will probably be wrong again. So if this is the case, if we're just going to climb tonight, then I'm just going to have to figure out how to get in here. So in the meantime, I won't keep babbling. We'll just come back when something pops up. All right, guys, I just passed on another trade opportunity, and this one worked out that I didn't take it, I guess. Here we have a run, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a reversal and a continuation. I didn't take it because it started out in the wobble, and then this one here, this second candle was in the wobble. The third one was clear, and then we got the reversal candle, right? But the reversal came back into the wobble, right? So I'm not taking that. So once it hits that, I feel like, we probably don't have much of a chance of a win. And then I bring this over here because I would have entered right here at the top of that candle. And if you'll look, let's see if I can spread this open for you. Okay, so I lose. Okay, so would not have won that trade if I even pulled it down a little bit. Let's see, pull it down to the very top. If I'd entered perfectly, it still loses. You see that? When you're around the wobble, you just have to be careful. That thing, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. So please respect it. Don't discount it. Now, if we continue to climb, maybe we get away from this thing. Let me open this back up or do something here so I can get my price action in the middle of the screen. But maybe we get away from this thing at some point, and then life gets better. But right now, it looks like it's pulled. It pulled up and then it brought price action back down into it. It's trying to get away from it now. It looks like that, we got buyers and sellers, and the sellers seem to be holding us back right now. But hopefully some buyers can win, or I don't care who wins really. If the sellers win and they drive the market down, I don't care. Just give me an entry. I'll take the market, selling off tonight or buying up tonight. I don't care. And that's the thing about us traders. We don't buy stocks like that and then wait for it to go up and then sell it back. We short the market if it's going down. We go long the market if it's going up. We don't care. We don't have a bias, and we have to be what's the word, non-discriminatory when it comes to the market going up or down. You can't care. If you're caring about that, then you're probably worrying about the wrong thing. You come in and you say, well, I want the market to go up tonight. Well, the market may not go up. It may go down, and you got to be able to take advantage of that. Now, speaking of taking advantage of things, if you're new here and you're wondering, okay, so I started, you start at 50 cents and then you graduate to $1 or whatever. Well, you're not making very much money, and where are you going with that? Well, what you're doing is you're building your confidence to make larger trades, okay? Because if not, if you come into this thing trading $10, $15, $20 a tick, you can feel some kind of way when a trade doesn't go your way, and some trades are not going to go your way. So let's talk about where you can go, because nothing's going to happen right now. Okay, we've got, if I'm being honest, we got two candles here, a no decision there, a candle here back into the wobble. So we got to get out of that, run up, come back, and then go up, or run through it and then go down. So nothing's going to happen for the next few minutes. So while that is percolating, I'm going to just bring this up to remind you that if you are new and you're wondering whether or not you can make money with this thing, I just did this little spreadsheet to kind of give me a guidance as to where I want to go, and then you have to decide on where you want to go as well, right? I'm going to open this all the way up. Can I do that? I don't know if that's, well, let's just keep it down here. Anyway, I'll make it as big as my, well, that's still not going to work. Anywho, so if you're new to trading and you're new at this and you're trying to figure out whether or not, at some point you can make some money, I tell everybody, including myself, start here at 50 cents. Start at the lowest value you can start at so that you can get used to wins and losses, because as good as wins make you feel, losses make you feel worse. And if you're trading at 50 cents, we're looking for 25 ticks on a trade. That's $12.50 gross after your commissions. It's only $10.68, but it's not about the money. It's about the process. Do that 2 times a night if you can. It's been tough lately, I'm going to be honest, right? But you can just look at this and you can take a screenshot and crop it so that you can hold on to it. And I think I shared it in one of the eight videos that I did on the getting started thing. I need to put that in a playlist, and I'll try to remember to do that when we get done tonight or first thing tomorrow. Anywho, you can graduate all the way up to $10. You can actually go $20, $40, $50 is where it maxes out at. But if you just get to $10, okay, at 25 ticks, that's $250. That's $36.40. That's $213.60 after you pay out what you got to pay to use the platform. You do that twice a night. That's $427.20. I know this number here, this number 2, seems really hard lately, but it hadn't always been that way, and I don't think it'll always be this way. Sometimes markets go through what they go through, and we just have to weather the storm. Okay, but you can do this. You can extrapolate this all the way out just using the $1 figure. You know, you can jump to 15, 20, 25, 30, 45, 50, whatever, all the way up to $50, and you'll see that at $50. When you're trading $50 a tick, that's 100 contracts. That's going to give you around $1,100 whenever it's all said and done. So that's that. So here you go again. Like I said, we got, maybe we come down and run through the wobble. Don't know, but this has got to get worked out. And just like last night, remember, we got in the wobble and it took us like a long time until the end of the night. And I think a trade showed up that was inside the wobble that I didn't take, and I won't take it tonight if it shows up. Then one showed up right after that was still in the wobble partially, and I didn't take that. And they both won, but I don't take trades around this thing, right? Just like I didn't take, I didn't take this, right? And it would have won. Like I said, I saw a top here, and it turned out to be more than that, and it's pulling the price up. I was right about that, but I wasn't right about not entering this trade right here, because it ran up right to about here before it rolled over, right? And then, so I just don't do that. I'm just, I'm averse to that. Then we ran up here, and someone could think, well, this is an opportunity, right? Because you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 candles reverse, and then go at the end of this one here. I chose not to do it. Why? Because again, we're in the wobble, right? It's in the wobble. Don't fool with it. It pulls back, and if it, it lost. It just lost. So there's nothing you can do about that. Again, patience takes a couple of things. Patience takes a couple of things. Trading takes a couple of things. It takes you to be patient, and it takes you to be disciplined. Patient enough to wait until you get a better opportunity, right? I chose not to take it over here because I felt like I could get a better opportunity, and we are only we're less than 30 minutes into the night, so I got an hour and a half to come up with a better opportunity. And then it takes discipline to not jump in because it seems like your night is slipping away from you. I did that last Wednesday. If you go back and look at Wednesday, we got in this wobble here, and it went all the way until about right in here somewhere. And I said, doggone it, I'm jumping in. And it had been climbing all night, bouncing off of the EMA. It would come down and bounce off of it, and go up and bounce off it and go up. And the market was just climbing. And I decided, well, you know what? I'm going to jump in and get some of this too. Well, that's not my trade. And lo and behold, the instant I jump in, well, that's when it turns around and goes back enough to knock me out. But lo and behold, about 7 or 8 minutes later, the trade that I was looking for showed up. So I lost one trade, and then I won one trade, which makes me negative for the night, right? Because, trades cost us more than wins help us. So, and that's why it's important to be patient, to be diligent, and to know what you're doing. So I wasn't patient, I wasn't disciplined, and losing those things will cost you money. Now, if you are not a very patient person, if you're not a very disciplined person, you want to stay in the simulated trading mode for an extended period of time until you can demonstrate that you are profitable trading for a long period of time, long enough for you to work out those kinks, those things that cause you to be impetuous. And I'm going to be honest, I had to work that out for myself too. And it took me months to get past that. I'm just going to be honest. It took me a long time. Now I can sit and be patient and wait for what I'm looking for. And then last thing I'm going to say before I shut up and wait for something good to happen, nothing's happening now. If you are beginning to trade, you want to find yourself an environment that is conducive to trading. which is a calm, not a bunch of loud stuff going on, the dog barking, the kids running around, you know, the music's playing, you're watching TV, and all of this stuff is going on, and you think that you are really concentrating on what you're supposed to be looking at. My friend, you're not. Okay? Set that stuff aside. Some people, you know, they set off a room in their home, you know, their apartment or their house, and say, well, this is where I'm going to go, and for however long that they're going to be involved in trading, they close off everything. Now, I've been doing this for a little while now, not a long time. I wouldn't call myself a veteran. I've been, I practiced for about a year, but I can sit here, like right now, I'm watching another tennis match, and tennis is like, it's like not real. I mean, it's interesting, but it's not exciting. It doesn't pull me in and cause me to lose concentration on what I'm doing. I wouldn't watch a bang bang shoot 'em up movie or something like that while I'm trading. I don't want that kind of distraction. I wouldn't have loud music playing. If I play music, I'm going to play a soft jazz kind of music because I need to maintain that vibe. That's what I need to concentrate on what I'm doing. Whatever it is you need to find that. You need to discover that. You need to be honest with yourself about the things that distract you, because when you go live, you're playing with real money. And if you're like me, you only have a finite amount of it. So I don't have a money tree out in my backyard, so I can go peel off $1,000 bills and throw them at trading, and it wouldn't it doesn't matter. No, I only have so much, and so I can't afford to be frivolous with what I'm doing, and I doubt that most of us can. So that's me on my soapbox. I'll get off of that. Again, we got nothing going on here, and we are right back where we were last night. Let me cover this. You see how the MACD is sort of trailing off here? These two, the yellow and the blue line. The yellow line is called the MACD line. The blue line is called the signal line. Supposedly, when you go up like this, and when it's climbing, and the MACD comes and cross over the blue line, the yellow line crosses over the blue. That's the MACD crossing over the signal to go down, and you are above the zero line as we are here. You're supposed to be able to trade that down. Now you want to couple that with something that makes sense, like the EMA. So it dipped down, and it is here that it crossed the EMA. But did you make money yet? If you entered here, the answer is a resounding no, because you got to get down to the other side of that wobble, and now it is turning around. So so the wobble is still important, but I'm saying that to say this, not that I'm trying to trade the MACD, is that when you see this happening like this, you're not going anywhere. Okay, it's either going to come on down and it's going to be wide and it's going to look different. Let's see if I can go back and find something. You see, this is one here, and you'll see that it just doesn't look that way. It's just a certain look that it has when you are in the wobble, and maybe, well, it looks that way here because you're way down below support, but I'm just trying to find a place where I'm not going to worry about it right now, but I know it to be true. So you can trust me if you want on that, but it's trailing off right here, and maybe it's going to change up. I hope so. Looks like we got 3, a reversal, and then it goes up. I wouldn't take it because, again, we are in the wobble. Okay. All right. You got 2 candles in the wobble. If this comes down and taps it, that's even worse. As a matter of fact, it looks like that third candle came into the wobble, and now the reversal candle has come. So you got a big fat nothing burger. Anywho, I'll step away so that this doesn't take too long. Okay, so it looks like we got another opportunity here. We got a run. It came. This first one's in the wobble, but it came out quite a bit. The second one pulled back, it didn't touch it. The third one's in pretty good shape. The reversal looks pretty good. And so with about 30 seconds left on this candle, if we can stay below this, I'm going to go ahead and take a swing at this one. We are a pretty good distance from support down here, so I feel pretty good about that. We are below the 50-yard line, and we have escaped the zero line down here. So maybe we'll get a shot at it. We'll see in just about 11 seconds. But well, let's see. Darn it. Let's see. Darn it. Well, I guess we won't. There we go. 3, 2, and 1. It will not cross. So let's come back and see if it does later. Okay, so I am in this trade. Let's see what happens here. It did close below the reversal candle, so I'm going to go ahead and put that there. Let's get this in focus. There we go. And I'm going to bring this one down here and we'll see where this goes. We'll move this over here. There we go. We're still pretty close to that wobble, but we had a run here, you know, minimum 3, reversal that didn't go back and touch the wobble. Then we have a continuation that didn't quite cover. It got close, but then it pulled back and back some, and we got this candle here that closed below the initial reversal candle. So I took that right at the bottom or top of these candles here. So let's move that where it's supposed to be, get it perfect, and let's sit back and watch and see if I see if I know what I'm doing. We might have a problem here. This one's not working out so good. There, knocked me out. Okay, so we lost this one, but you know what? We've been winning most nights. So every once in a while, you're gonna have a losing trade, and you can't let that rattle you. That's why I was saying earlier, when I was, when I was sharing with you the numbers, right? Like if you continue to trade and you work your way up, you want to start small so that when you run across a trade that doesn't work out, it doesn't shake you. You know what I mean? So you start small and you build your account up slowly so that over time, a loss, I won't say it doesn't mean anything to your account balance, but it doesn't have such an effect on it to the extent that you're really stressing it. You know what I mean? I mean, you want to win every trade. I mean, who doesn't? You want to be positive every night. You want to be what's it called? Profitable. Night over night, week over week. But along the way, you're going to have a loss. And I just had one right here. But you know what? I've been here before. And if I go back and look at all the nights before this, then with the exception of Wednesday, because I did a stupid thing, right? Jumped in just trying to do something, trying to make something happen. And that's not how you trade. You trade giving what the market's supposed to do, based on historical patterns. And the historical pattern is that, we would get a little bit here. And I thought about maybe getting out here. And then when it got a little bit positive, because I just didn't like how this was acting. But hey, I didn't. And, I lost. So we'll have a few of those. Let's see. It's currently about 7 o'clock. So on my calendar anyway, we'll see what happens a little bit later, and we'll come back should we see something materializing. Oh, and by the way, what's the lesson here? Do you know the lesson here? Here's the lesson. Here's the wobble. Here's candle number 1. All right. So there you go. Even I. All right, just to let you guys know, I did not get in on this what looks like an opportunity because we were so deep into the wobble here. We got the reversal one and done, but I just got burned back here, and I've been burned so many times by this thing. Even if it goes up and wins, I mean, actually, I hope it does go up and win. I hope it goes way up and that we come in contact with the red line on the RSI down here, and maybe we can break this wobble up. Because yeah, it's just going on all night long, as you can see. We pretty much started out in it, came up here. I didn't take this trade. It won out, but I can't regret that I didn't take it because I shouldn't have, and just as I shouldn't have taken this one, but I did, and yeah, it didn't work out. But I think we were so far away, you know, maybe we had escape velocity. We didn't. Okay, so yeah, I'm not taking this one here. Don't know how it's going to work out. I won't let it sit here and you know, play itself out. We'll come back and see where it lands a little bit later, because we're a little over 30 minutes now. We're trying to get these things down shorter. I mean. So I'm still here, and we didn't get anything else, guys. I passed on this one, and I passed on that one, and I lost on this one. So we're gonna just have nights like that every once in a while. But here's the deal, right? The market opened, we ran up, and I just felt like we were hitting something right here that I didn't like, because we, you know, got rejected once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. And I just didn't see doing it again, but it exceeded it and went on up for a nice little win. I was not a part of that. That's why you'll see that little teal colored right angle there. And then let me do something here so that don't keep screwing me up. And then we just kind of muddled along. You know, once we get in this thing here, this wobble, you know, it screws us up. But anyway, we got a 1, 2, 3 run and reversal and continuation that didn't go much farther. And here's the thing. Let me just do something here. 1 second. Let me grab a right angle. Yeah, no right angle and revisionist history is going to save me on that one. We didn't, and it wasn't what I thought it was. But anyway, so yeah, I got in here. But listen, I was in the wobble here, right? And what do we say? We don't take trades that, you know, that have anything to do with the wobble that comes in contact with it in any way. And I saw that before I did it, but I want to just go ahead and get a win, right? But it doesn't work that way. Here it ran on up, right, and went for a win from here up, but I didn't take it because it was again in the wobble. And really, just as I was saying a moment ago, I wanted to see it rush on up, go on up here and connect with the RSI and just push toward the ceiling, the red line, and then it did. And but then another one and done came, and I wasn't thinking I'm supposed to take one and done. If they're outside of the wobble, I don't take a one and done in the wobble. But if it's outside and it's pushing up against, well, that one's red lining. You know, I don't know. I would take it if it's at the yellow, but not at the red. You know, if I'm being honest, you know, because I'm looking for it to turn around eventually. So, but it didn't. It went on up, and so that was the end of the night. So, a loss for the night. We ended up negative, but Mama said there'll be days like this, and I guess this one was. So that's just the way trading goes, guys. Some nights you win, some nights you lose. I've been having a pretty good, I won't say a winning streak, because I did something stupid last Wednesday. And actually, I kind of did something stupid tonight, too, because I shouldn't have taken that trade, you know, that started out in the wobble, right? But I did, and I get what I deserve tonight, and the same thing a week ago, tomorrow a week ago. So here's to having a good Wednesday and a good Thursday, and here's to happy trading always. Thanks for joining me, guys, and until next time, see you tomorrow.